What if one car could change racing history forever? What if one machine forced NASCAR to rewrite the rulebook? Not because it cheated, but because it was too fast. This is the 1969 Dodge Daytona. A car so radical, so aerodynamic, so dominant, that it didn't just win races. It terrified the competition. A wing taller than the roof. A nose cone built for speed, not style. And a legacy that still echoes through motorsport and muscle car culture today. Tonight, we go 50 minutes deep into the Daytona's creation, its domination, its numbers, and the emotion behind one of the most important Mopars ever built. The problem Dodge had to solve. By 1968, Dodge was losing on NASCAR superspeedways. The Charger was powerful, but aerodynamically flawed. At 180 plus mph, air got trapped under the rear window, lifting the car and killing stability. Ford was winning. Mercury was winning. And Dodge refused to accept it. So Chrysler engineers asked a dangerous question. What if we stop designing for looks, and design only for speed? Birth of a weapon. What came next wasn't a facelift. It was a transformation. A pointed steel nose cone to cut through air. A massive rear wing, mounted high enough to reach clean airflow. Flush rear window plug. Wind tunnel testing, rare for the era. Pure function over fashion. The result didn't look like anything else on the road. It looked like it came from the future. The Daytona wasn't meant to be subtle. It was meant to win. The shock to America. When the first Daytonas appeared, people laughed. They called it ridiculous. They called it ugly. They called it a joke. Then it started winning. Then it started dominating. Then, on March 24, 1970, Buddy Baker pushed a Daytona past 200 miles per hour at Talladega. The first stock car in history to do it. At that moment, laughter turned into fear. Street version reality. To race it, Dodge had to sell it. So they built just enough street cars to homologate the Daytona. Dealers didn't know how to sell them. Customers didn't know what to think. Some Daytonas sat unsold for months. And today? Those same cars are million-dollar icons. Engines offered. 440 Magnum, standard. 375 horsepower. 480 lb-ft torque. Brutal street performance. 426 Hemi, optional. Rated 425 horsepower, real 470 to 500 horsepower. NASCAR-bred dominance. Performance. 0 to 60 miles per hour, 445.5 sec. Quarter mile, 440 low 14ths. Hemi versions, high 13 stock. Top speed, 200 plus mph, race trim. Production numbers, 1969. Total Daytonas built, 503. 440 cars, 433. Hemi Daytonas, only 70. For speed Hemi cars, extremely rare. Current market values, USA. 440 Daytona, $700,000 to $1.2 million. Hemi Daytona, $2.5 to $4.5 million. Original race-proven examples, priceless. Why it's so valuable. First 200 miles per hour stock car. NASCAR history changer. Ultra-low production. No modern equivalent. Ultimate Mopar halo car. The Daytona isn't rare by accident. It's rare because Dodge was never supposed to build something this extreme. Why the Daytona still matters. The 1969 Dodge Daytona represents something we no longer see in the auto industry. Absolute freedom to experiment. No committees. No focus groups. No fear. Just engineers and racers asking, how fast can we go? The courage to look different. This car taught the world that innovation often looks wrong. Until it wins. Every modern performance car owes something to the Daytona. Wind tunnels, downforce, aero balance, purpose-built design. The Daytona walked so modern race cars could run. The collector's emotion. Owners don't describe Daytona ownership casually. They talk about responsibility. About preserving history. About knowing their car changed everything. When you see a Daytona in person, the wing feels surreal. The nose looks endless. The presence is overwhelming. It doesn't feel like a car. It feels like a statement. A time capsule of American boldness. The Daytona came from an era when America believed anything was possible. Bigger ideas. Faster machines. No apologies. That spirit is why the Daytona will never lose relevance. It's not just fast, it's fearless. The 1969 Dodge Daytona wasn't built to be loved. It was built to win at all costs. And in doing so, it became one of the most important muscle cars and race cars ever created. Tell me in the comments. Would you rather own a 440 Daytona or the ultra-rare Hemi? And why? If you love deep dive Mopar legends, like, subscribe, and share this documentary with every real gearhead you know. Because legends like the Daytona only survive when we keep telling their story.